Hey people, today we're painting Star Guardian Kaisa's body. I have primed the model white, but it did not give me consistent result, so we will base all parts with grey cere. Alternatively, you can use sky grey from Vallejo, which is similar but a bit darker. This step is 100% possible with a normal brush in case you do not have an airbrush. Once we have a solid grey base, we will overlay the boots, the arms and the central piece of the main body with Corax white. In case you are painting with an airbrush, there is no way of making a mistake, so if you overpaint on the skirt or on the skin, do not worry. Optionally, paint the weapons at the area where the arms and the gems are. I did not know this step was necessary until way later in the progress of making the model. With the power of hindsight, I am assured it will make our lives easier if it is done right now. Thus, with Abaddon Black, paint the front lower panel at the belly of the outfit, as well as the area between the shoulders and the arms at the arm pieces. In addition, paint the 3 triangles at the side of the pendant. In the next half video, that part will be white, but fret not, it should be black. Entering the deep trenches now. Take a brush you do not care much about and load it with Retributor armor. Start painting all golden details on the outfit. This means all marked areas on the boots, arms, weapons and of course the main body. Do not forget to paint the heels. Paint around the gems which have details but not in them. Those will be painted red later. Also paint around the pendant at Kaisa's chest. In addition, I have 2 bad pieces of news for you. Firstly, congratulations, you just proven to that specific brush that you do not care about it. Secondly, we will need a second layer for all those areas. In case of mistakes happening, fix them as soon as possible. With basic skin tone, we will give the skin of the model its first couple layers. There is skin on the main body, both on top and under the skirt, and the legs at the very top. Also, there is skin on the shoulders at the arm parts and half the hands at the weapons. We won't go into highlighting the skin until later on this tutorial. Screamer pink will be used to paint the sides of the pendant on the chest as well as the bone on Kaisa's back. On top of that, we will use the same color to paint the upper part of her skirt. To avoid costly mistakes, we will paint the lower part of the skirt before applying any shades to the pink. So with Nagaroth Knight, we will paint that part. For any mistakes, fix applying the respective color. Due to the lack of a good pinkish shade, we will use Drew He Violet and shade both skirts. In addition, shade the pendant sides as well as the bone on the back. To outline the lower skirt, we will use Northern Blue. Take your time and go around without making mistakes. If they do happen, fix them as soon as possible. We will highlight the blue with more blue. Horrible, isn't it? For that, we will use Blue Horror. The colors application will take place on all raised areas on the lower skirt. The upper skirt will take a highlight of Screamer Pink. Remove the shade from all places apart the areas close to the recesses. Also paint the pendant and the bone. The video may look a bit weird from this part forwards, my camera was taking too much light for some reason, so some editing of the footage was required. Making a 1-to-1 mix of Screamer Pink and Pink Horror, we will paint over the previous layer. Cover around 80% of the center to the recesses. Same goes for the pendant and the bone. They will use the same colors for highlights as the rest of the skirt, so I will stop referring to them on each step. Next, we add a highlight of pure pink horror to all the pink areas. Again, we have to try and cover 80% of the previous layer. This and the next step are completely optional as the colors are niche. With Emperor's Children, we will add one more layer on the highlight. This time we aim to paint 30% of the previous pink layer. If the contrast is stark, feel free to ease it by mixing this paint with the previous one and creating a mid-tone. With the mid-tone you can paint around the current layer. We will finish off with full grim pink. This time the area covered will be about 10% at the center. With that, we are done with the pink. The upper skirt's end is orange, therefore we will use Mars orange for the first layer of it. Like we did with the lower skirt, go slow and around, avoiding any mistakes. As orange is a weird color and we haven't warmed it up, a second layer may be required if you do not like the results of the first one. Once done, we will make highlights on the raised orange areas with Troll Slayer orange. Optionally, we will make a mix of Dorn yellow and Troll Slayer orange and add details to the most raised areas of our previous highlight. In case you skipped a step on 0057, paint the middle area on the outfits with Abaddon black before applying the next color. Using Vallejo's Electric Blue Intense Violet shifter color, we will paint over the black area on the main body, pendant and arms. 2 layers are necessary for maximum results. Slowly and carefully we will paint the gems on the boots and arms with corn red. With them, we will also paint the central part of the pendant. When the red is fully dry, we will shade all the gems and all the golden areas with Agrax Earth Shade. I would suggest a small brush is used for this task as the areas are small and around some of the areas that we already highlighted. Reusing Retributor armor, we will highlight all golden areas around the pieces. Try to imagine from where the light would hit the character and add a few strokes of the metallic back on. Afterwards, we will add details to all the highlights we made with Auric Armor Gold. Cover only the most raised areas. Going back to the gems, we will reapply a layer of corn red to the most of the area. We need to avoid painting close to the end of the gem, meaning where the red stops and the golden starts. So cover about 90% of it. Same is true for the red area on the pendant. Mixing a portion of Evil Sun Scarlet to corn red in order to make a 1-to-1 mid-tone. With said mid-tone, we will layer the gems. Cover 50% of the area painted previously. This will start giving the gem a nice gradient, making them more dark on the base and shinier at the top. It goes without saying that we are also going to highlight the pendant at this step. We will finish off the gems with details of pure Evil Sun Scarlet. Ideally, go for edge highlights on the most raised edges. Painting a little bit at the top is also okay. Since we are done with all parts of the model that may result in painting over the skin, we are safe to highlight it. We will achieve this with the use of pale flesh. A good idea would be to fit the arms and highlight the shoulders together. A bit of highlighting may also be done on the hands. Final step for the skin and penultimate step for this tutorial is to add details on the skin highlights. Using light flesh, we will do so on the shoulders. Optionally, you can also add details on the hands. Ending the body with pure white, whether white scar, titanium white, or anything else you might have. We will add highlights on the most front-facing white areas of the body, arms and boots. As white paint is special at times, make sure you have thinned it good enough. The results should look like this. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Subscribing to the channel also helps to spread the word. All colors used are on your screen now. I was MiniatureUrsus. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Awesome video suggestion for the algorithm boosting effect.